Music has always been a part of human life. From vinyl records to cassettes, CDs to MP3 players, and now streaming services. But how did we go from owning physical copies of music to having access to millions of songs at our fingertips? This is the story of the evolution of music streaming and how it changed the industry forever. Before streaming, people had to buy music, whether it was a vinyl record, a cassette tape, or a CD. The music industry thrived on selling physical copies, and artists made most of their money through album sales. But things started to change in the late 1990s when music went digital. MP3 technology allowed people to compress audio files without losing much quality. This meant that, for the first time, music could be stored and shared digitally with ease. In 1999, a little program called Napster shook the music industry to its core. Napster made it possible to share music for free, leading to a massive rise in music piracy. Millions of songs were downloaded without artists or record labels getting paid. This led to lawsuits from major artists like Metallica and Dr. Dre, and eventually, Napster was shut down in 2001. But the damage was done. The way people consume music had changed forever. The birth of legal digital music platforms marked a significant turning point in the music industry. These platforms provided a legitimate way for consumers to access music, combating the rampant piracy that had plagued the industry. It was a new era, where music could be enjoyed legally, and artists could be fairly compensated for their work. In 2003, Apple introduced the iTunes Store, which allowed people to buy individual songs for 99 cents each. This was a legal alternative to piracy, and helped the music industry regain some control. The iPod became the must-have device for music lovers, and digital downloads surged. For nearly a decade, digital downloads were the standard, but as smartphones became more powerful and internet speeds improved, a new technology emerged: music streaming. The rise of music streaming has transformed the way we listen to and discover music. From the early days of internet radio to the on-demand platforms we use today, this evolution has been nothing short of revolutionary. The first music streaming services weren't what we think of today. Pandora, launched in 2000, was more like an internet radio station, using algorithms to recommend songs. Last.fm also introduced a new way of discovering music based on listening habits. Then came Spotify in 2008. Unlike Pandora, Spotify let users choose what they wanted to listen to on demand. The service was free with ads or available for a monthly subscription. This model quickly gained popularity, especially among younger generations. Spotify's success pushed the industry toward a streaming-first model, forcing record labels to adapt. Soon, competitors like Apple Music, Tidal, and Amazon Music entered the scene. While Spotify, Apple Music, and Tidal dominate the conversation, there are many other streaming platforms shaping the industry. Some of these include Deezer, SoundCloud, Bandcamp, Audiomack, Qobuz, and Boomplay. Each of these platforms offers unique features and caters to different audiences around the world. The business of streaming is complex, so who really wins in this digital age of music? One of the biggest criticisms of music streaming is how little artists make per stream. On platforms like Spotify, a single stream might pay only fractions of a cent, meaning an artist needs millions of plays to make a decent living. This led to debates over fair pay in the music industry. Playlists became the new radio. Getting featured on a popular playlist could launch an artist's career overnight. But it also meant that algorithms, not fans or DJs, started deciding what music became popular. Today, music streaming platforms use AI to recommend songs, predict trends, and even create music. Some companies are experimenting with AI-generated songs, raising questions about the future of human musicianship. Some artists have tried to fight back. Taylor Swift temporarily removed her music from Spotify in protest of low payouts. Kanye West attempted to release an album exclusively on Tidal. But in the end, streaming became the dominant way people listen to music. With the rise of the metaverse, VR concerts, and NFTs, the next wave of music streaming might look completely different. But one thing is certain: music streaming is here to stay, and it will continue evolving. From Napster to Spotify, from CDs to streaming, the way we experience music has transformed dramatically in just a few decades. While music is now more accessible than ever, the battle over fair compensation for artists continues. As technology advances, we can only wonder, what's next for the future of music? How do you think music streaming will evolve in the next 10 years? Leave your thoughts in the comments below.